Adam Pally.
Yeah, you got it. You seem to get all the different pronunciations. You've got it. It's Adam.
Adam is joining us as star of a new movie, Slow Learners. We'll get to your movie in a minute, but
please let's
not go there. I want to ruin everything. Start off with your New York Jets. How do you become? You say you grew up in New York. That's the only way you can become a fan of the New York Jets.
That's the only way that anyone would be dumb enough to like such a losing franchise. My son is 3.5, and I have given him the greatest gift in the world in that I've let him become a Giants fan. Because my wife's father's such a huge Giant fan, so I was like, go, and one tear rolled down my cheek as he ran into the proper side of the Meadowlands.
You've got a theory, though. I want to get to your theory on Geno Smith because, look, this is bizarre. I mean, I've been following this for a long time. I can't remember a starting quarterback getting knocked, break his jaw.
Yeah,
in the locker room.
The lack of respect. That just goes to show you that everybody on the Jets was like, we would be okay if he was not around. Like they never once.
Brandon Marshall is the only guy that really came out and defended him.
Yeah, and that's because Brandon Marshall needs the ball. And like there was only one player on the entire team that thought for a moment maybe it would be bad if our quarterback was not here. Everybody else was like, I won't even notice.
What was your take on the shirtless photos playing catch afterwards?
I was so pissed when I saw the shirtless photos of Geno playing catch, not because he was doing physical activity, but because he had the body of Denzel Washington in flight. I can't believe, I'm so embarrassed that I have a better body than my starting quarterback of the New York Jets, and all I do to work out is Soul Cycle like twice a month.
Did you like the eye black?
Eye black on Geno Smith?
He had eye black on.
Yeah. He said they were bandages, right? He said they were not eye black. It looked like eye black.
That makes
I just think he's so dumb he was still listening to Nelly.
Just one if he just has the one.
Geno is the worst. It's so horrible as a Jet fan to go from Mark Sanchez to Geno Smith. It's like eating vomit and then eating duty.
What about Matt Flynn? What does he fall in this? You just bringing in Matt Flynn? Yeah, Matt Flynn's on board.
Who got like a $30 million contract when he threw 6 touchdowns week 19.
Against the Lions, who were minus like 3 stars.
Matt Flynn is such garbage. Matt Flynn is one of those players that has played on every single team. He has a jacket that looks like he's a hip-hop fan from 1994.
Assuming that your son, you could ever convince him to go over back to the Jet side, which doesn't sound like you'll never do that to him.
I wouldn't do it to him.
Hypothetically, if you had a kid who was a fan of your team, what jersey would you get him?
It's tough. I mean, like the Jets are such a horrible franchise. You can't even get him like the greatest player of all Jet history because that dude is like a vicious alcoholic. So like, there is no one. Like, maybe I'd get him a Wayne Chrebet jersey.
Old school? Is that your favorite Jet?
It's my favorite Jet of all time, but Wayne Chrebet has been hit so much he does not know where he is right now. So, like, where are you? What do you do? Like, there's no one.
Who are the big Jets? Like, when they do one of those reunion weekends on the field and they bring back the stars of the organization, is Wayne Chrebet in that group?
I've been to one of those, and the biggest star Jet they could wrangle was Jeff Hostetler, who's a giant.
He's a giant.
Chrebet's loved, though. Chrebet's loved by most
No, Chrebet is
What about Jumbo Elliott? Come on, give me Jumbo
Elliott played for the Giants, too.
But he played for the Jets.
Played for the Jets.
And then the Giants. No one cares about anybody. Even Fireman Ed quit.
That's true.
Fireman Ed was like, screw this, man.
I'm out.
They won't even give me season tickets.
Fireman Ed's kids, Giants fans as well, you think?
I hope so. I hope. As long as they're making sure no one's burning to death.
Well, at least you still have the Knicks. And what's going on with them, right?
God, the Knicks. I will say this about the Knicks. At least Phil Jackson is. I am happy about Phil Jackson, and I'm a Knicks optimist. So this is the best time of year to be a Knicks fan because the season hasn't even remotely started yet. But I think Phil has a plan at least.
What is that plan?
Get players that fit the triangle as best as best as possible. I mean, I think that it's the first time we've had a general manager that has not been told to trade away any big money so that we can sign someone in 2 years. So I think that like we're building a foundation. I like Porzingis.
Porzingis.
Not too tall.
You like him?
I like him a lot.
Like Phil said.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he's. That's just Phil, like motivating Porzingis through the media, like he always does.
I want to get to your movie here real quick. Slow Learners does not describe the two guys back there.
Oh, look at that
me.
Summer League footage. That's how you know you got a good...
Summer League hoops?
One of my biggest, I would love it, if there's anyone, if you guys have any connections to NBA TV or you want to go with me, I want to go to Summer League and just like hang out.
Done. I'm there.
For 1 week.
It's in Las Vegas.
Yeah, it's in Vegas. Dude, I have a gambling problem. That's besides the point.
Right.
But I want to go and like watch Knicks Summer League and then gamble the rest of my time there. But have like a focus for an hour or two a day.
You're on a show, Happy Endings, which is my wife's favorite show. So I'm going to tell her, I'm going to show her the pictures that we took together, not tell her how bad I screwed everything up. But I'm going to tell her that we're like best friends and everything going forward.
Yeah, let her know.
But you have a big movie coming out, Slow Learners. Tell us about it.
It's a romantic comedy. It's an independent film. It was kind of made outside of the studio system, so a lot of it is improvised. It's largely made up on the spot while we were shooting. And it's kind of one of those fairy tale romantic comedies about two dorks who try to be cool and are completely unsuccessful.
Did you know somebody like this?
No.
Not at all?
I don't know, no, because I'm like a generally cool person. I dress well and I listen to good music. And so most of my friends are generally cool people as well. So I really had to imagine what it would be like to even know someone who's not that interesting.
When you do a movie that's a lot of improv, how many takes are you doing? What's the editing process like? Are you involved in that?
I'm not involved in the editing so much. Every movie is different like that. This movie had the luxury of it was directed by Don Argot and Sheena Joyce, who are documentary filmmakers, so you always kind of felt safe because you're like, they've pulled stories out of nothing before, so they'll let us be funny and they'll figure out how to kind of weave it together. And as far as takes go, we didn't have that many takes because we didn't have that much money to make the movie, so you were really just doing the best you could and in the little takes that you had.
You're working on another movie and I was telling you this earlier, you're in a movie with possibly my dad's favorite actor and my daughter's favorite actor, which you're talking about bridging generations here.
Yeah.
Robert De Niro and Zac Efron.
That's
How cool
true.
has that been?
That was very cool. It was very cool. They are both huge, pillars of the entertainment community, and I got to make fun of them both to their faces endlessly, and that was a real
Is Zac
thrill.
Efron really that jacked up? Like, I don't know if you have, is he
on
really...
coffee or like as
He's like yoked out. Like, I know like the little High School Musical kid, and I see him in movies, he's all jacked up.
Zac takes his body very seriously, which is something I couldn't relate to him about.
Zac Efron...
we found other conversation, but as far as our physiques were concerned, we could not relate.
Zac Efron, Geno Smith square off, so your money's on Zac?
Yeah, because I am not blind. I would take every knick-knack in this room to beat Geno Smith in a fight.
On that note, I think that's a good way we wrap it up right there.
What is with this logo?
Rich is running.
Was Rich Eisen in the credit sequence to Catch Me If You Can?
There's a striking similarity.
What is this?
He gets that a lot. He gets Mad Men, but Rich runs the 40 every year at the Combine, and he runs it in his suit. So this is kind of just a
homage.
An homage.
So this
to
is
that.
kind of like an homage to something only you know.
That.
Very cool.
He nailed it. He
Very
nailed it
cool.
right there. Adam, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
I'm excited to
It's
see
been
the new
great.
movie, Slow Learners.
Yeah, Slow Learners. It's out today on iTunes and demand, so rent it, open a bottle of wine, and watch it with your significant other.
Very funny stuff. Look forward to it. And good luck to your Jets this year. Maybe they'll surprise us all. He's very confident on that.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.